Hi, Mercy family. Happy Memorial Day. Hope you guys are having fun with the official kickoff to Minnesota summers. I'm not originally from Minnesota, so I remember the first summer that I was here, or first Memorial Day weekend, rather. Um, I thought, oh, great, Memorial Day weekend. This is going to be so much fun. I've heard Minneapolis is awesome in the summer, which it is. But I soon came to realize that Memorial Day weekend, what that really means is it's it's when you're not going to see your friends for months because so many people were going to their cabins or were traveling or camping. So every time Memorial Day, I think super funny, but might be different this year. But glad to have you here. Hope that you are relaxing and spending some time today. I'm outside, got the classic grill going in the back, LaCroix, so I feel like I am like true blue Memorial Dang it. But today I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about fasting. So it's a little bit of an odd challenge to have fall on a holiday weekend. But I kind of just want to reframe maybe a little bit of what that could look like for you today. So I know, like, if you have been with us for a while, you might remember back in February, Pastor John challenged us to fast one day a week during the month of, or during the season of Lent. And the whole purpose of fasting was to cut out something in our life that was just becoming like a barrier or distraction between us and God, and really creating room where you remove that thing from your life, creating room to commune with God. And it's something that at various points in my faith journey, I've kind of gone in and out of and found it really to be just something that's super powerful for me even right now as we're really still doing a lot of social distancing, and I find myself immersed with my online life, which is not really that bad. That's how we're connecting. That's how I'm talking with you right now. That's how I'm seeing my parents in Ohio. That's how I've always communicated with them since we live far away. That's how I am attending classes and Bible studies and small groups. And so online life itself is not that bad. It helps us to work. It helps us to connect. But I find that being in front of a screen so much, there are just things that are sucking away my attention from God. And so, I don't know, today as you are, going through your Memorial Day, whether you are at work today, or maybe you are at home, or whatever it is in your journey. I'd love if we could just think together about fasting, something that is blocking us from both connection with God and other people. So maybe this is going to be like a weird one, guys, but maybe it's fasting from work. What would it look like? I mean, clearly, if you are working today, thank you. You can practice this on your day off later this week. But if you're at home and you have this day off, like, what would it look like to truly press into a day that where the whole purpose is just for you to recharge, where you're doing things you enjoy, whether it's gardening or baking or biking, and really fasting from the checking our email, or just filling out one more form for work, or having work meetings. Like, what would it look like to just rest and be present? Maybe fasting. Maybe you do want to fast from food today. I mean, it's, as we're talking, it's 10 a.m. or later if you're watching this later, but maybe you just want to take a mealtime and say, like, in place of that mealtime today, and I'm just going to, like, pray. And where I would normally be eating some burgers and brats, I'm just going to spend the time like praying for our Mercy community and praying for my neighborhood, praying for the people around me. And then maybe for you today, fasting could look like just fasting from relationships that aren't very life-giving right now. And again, might sound like kind of a weird one, but really diving into that idea of rest and receiving physical rest, emotional rest, spiritual rest. And so if you're having constant like conflict, or there's something that's really stressful, could you just take like a couple hours off and maybe like do something you enjoy and not think about it, which I know is easier said or done, but like instead like lay it at God's feet and say like, hey God, This relationship has been so stressful for me in this season. And I'm just thinking about it, and I need your help. I need you to intervene. But today, I'm going to take the next 2 hours, and I'm just going to go for a walk. And we're going to, like, God, you and I, we're going to talk about things that are totally different than this. And so, would you just come and be with me? So, I don't know, guys, what could fasting look like for you? It doesn't have to be just food. It doesn't have to be such a weird concept, even for a holiday weekend. There's a lot of creativity. We serve a creative God. And so, amen for that. Yeah, thanks for joining today. I know a lot of you have been curious about kind of what Mercy's next steps are, and there'll be information coming in coming weeks. And until then, guys, you are just doing amazing. And I'm going to put a little plug in here, speaking of, for our small groups, because our small groups are still going to be meeting throughout the summer. And they are really a lifeblood for spiritual connection and for just connecting with other people. And so our new summer small groups are going to start June 7th. All that information will be online and in the app. So check it out. Think about joining a small group this summer. Right. Hope you guys have a restful day. Bye.